YouTube Nation, Archie back here with another weird encounter I had, freaky encounter. I'm heading up Westminster Hill Road in Fitchburg to lead me to Alpine Road in Fitchburg. And what a fucking... I don't know what the fuck's going on, alright? Andrew, if you're listening, if I'm some poser for the dead, I might as well be dead as right. Because the dead is talking. If not, I'm getting a prank on the friggin' internet. Now this is what it feels to me. Tuesday I forgot the name of this website I was going to look for. And it was Ghost of America. Which I did a couple videos on that website of two places that people talked about. One was in air on the railroad tracks. Yesterday was Ashby West Road. Now, due to me forgetting the name, and I did it last night, another search, the same goddamn thing I did on Tuesday, and I think I put Hauntings of America. And no sooner did I do that, excuse me, on Tuesday night, I get this Alpine Road Cemetery. It's called Alpine Cemetery on Alpine Road. And I'm thinking, what? I've been up this road lots and lots of times up here on our right. And never since, I would say, the early 90s, or the late 90s, have I ever seen a damn cemetery. Now, whether it be hidden or not in the woods, or whether or not they took it out, I believe Alpine is an ancient Indian word because it's got to do with mountains, just like Wachusett. It's like huge mountain, the word means in Indian. And Alpine, I believe, comes from the Western Indians, California, Colorado way. So, but it does mean, if you look up the definition of Alpine, mountains. But I am just totally freaked the fuck out because, here we have, this goes up, as you can see, we're levitating up the hill here. Mountain. Hills. So that's why this is, of course, called Alpine Road. But like I said, I don't know what or where. I believe there is another cemetery besides the Revolutionary Cemetery they call the Rev, and I've already been there. But I believe there is another cemetery hidden, but I might have been at it at the late mid-90s or whatever, because me and my buddies went to one. Could have been the Revolutionary. I mean, as you can see, there's rocks that are formed all up this hill as like property lines, but there's no houses. And I'm starting to think the Indians did these rocks off the side of the hill for something, making paths maybe. I don't know if this is all made by the English. Maybe when they built their roads in the 1800s. But I'm just starting to see a lot of stuff that's just goddamn fucking crazy. We got some rocks off to the right here. You really can't see them, so I'm not going to show them. But here you have a stone wall that was built, and then they rebuilt it like the 30s. They used them concrete stabilizers there, as you see. But I opens up GPS, and Google GPS, and when I punched in Alpine Cemetery, this is where it brings me. And yesterday I searched it and came out here, and I stopped here and it says, you have reached your destination. Now I looked up, and now like I said, I've looked up I don't know how many fucking times on the goddamn internet, about anything in Fitchburg, history, whatever, and then I come up with this haunted places of America, and then all of a sudden this pops up. Hope someone don't shoot me on their land, but I'm going out there anyways. But I think the settlers did do rocks, but from them fucking crows. But I'm just saying, this is where it brings me. I don't understand this. And in a way, when I read this website thing, it's like a goddamn friggin' fake one, I would say. But it just popped up Tuesday, and it was the first thing that pops up, like a sign. Boom! Here, check this out. So here I am checking it out. All we got is a fucking farm field. Looks like someone plays golf out here. But over here, I want to check out maybe. I don't see. And they even literally have a picture of it, of the entrance that it would be. But when I tried taking that picture and put my thumb on it and, copying the image, it didn't even come out. But it's just fucking strange. I don't know what this is. I don't know why Google Maps would bring you here. Obviously, Google Maps is updating maps every day, and they look for places on maps. Maybe it existed, I'm thinking. I mean, maybe it was an Indian cemetery. And after the first Indian War, and then you had the French War of the Indian War. And after all these Indian wars, maybe they just, took the gravestones out and just took over it. Did what they had to do. Because, the English and all them back in them days after the wars, I mean, they respected the Indians afterwards, and they got along with them after, they killed half their population, but it's just tough to say what this means. But listening to these crows, though, and what I've looked up on them, I mean, not only do they eat dead carcass, circle dead carcass when they see it or smell it, but crows and ravens, I found out. Also have a video up on that. Crows and ravens stay and live, I believe, near places of death. Where someone died, as a graveyard. They live there. I remember, here's a good example. But I just wanted to check out where Ron Bouchard was being buried when he passed away a couple months ago. And it was the day before, and they already had dug there his hole and everything. Just curious, because I was a fan of him back in the day of racing or whatever. I think I might have watched some race with Mike Murphy. That's where I remember him from. And that was in the Westboro Speedway days. But I checked out, I was at the grave. No sooner was I driving around, there was 2 crows in there sitting around. Not too far from where he was going to be buried. Now, was it a sign that he was going to be buried that next day? And they knew it, because they see, crows must be smart birds if they see the cemetery digging up holes or something, but it's just nuts. And here we have a bunch of crows out here flying over me where the cemetery supposedly sits. I went to go look out there, but that's just the property line. I didn't know if, the picture went out back, to that, but I don't know there are some openings down here in the road. So, whatever or wherever this place may be, even if it exists, I don't know why Google Maps is throwing it up there. And, because I came up here yesterday, I looked, and I went all the way down this road to the end where it cuts and it corners off to the next road. And I said, fuck it, put on GPS. Boom, come down here and you reach your destination. What the fuck? Someone's backyard where they play golf? Wouldn't it be some shit if that shit was under this? Oh, let's just take these down because the Indians ain't gonna realize it and build some land up here. Get some houses up here, and then we got ourselves some land. Clear out this shit. As you can see, it's like a little mini golf place here. A little golf flag standing there, a little bench here. Get your little ball cleaner there. Look like you're whacking off. I don't know why they did that, but whatever it may be, looks like I got a new mission. Now I'm gonna be on the hunt because there's 2 graves, and one of them I think might be on Flat Rock Road, but supposedly in Fitchburg that was a bunch of sacrifice place. But then again, there's a place in Causewell Street too, and that's before the Revolutionary Cemetery. But they said there was something maybe up in there. I walked up through them woods trying to find that cemetery up there too. And when I get up there, I find all these fucking metal cans and stuff tied up throughout the trees. Look like something out from a fucking Blair Witch movie. But maybe kids or something, just making the legend a little foolish to what it is. But you never know. But I went up through them woods and didn't find it up there either. And I walked through that whole thing. From one, it's, 2 roads, but it's disconnected due to the woods. They must not have wanted to build, and I could see why I rode through it, due to the fact that there was too rocky, hilly. It would probably be too much money back in the 1800s or 1900s to build a road, but I don't know. All this shit pops up, man, and I'm just like, wow, what's really going on? What's really trying to get me here or there? And I must be a messenger, and the dead wants me to talk for them. It wouldn't be some shit if this was an actual cemetery that was taken up. I don't know if this is a calling card. They want to be heard. I don't know. Whatever it is, the hair stands on the back of my neck. Fucking freaks me out every day when something new comes up like this. Like I said, them fucking crows are around this area. As soon as I step, they must be further away now. Or circling me. Because they were all up in these trees right here, but now they just took off because they seen me out here. But they were flying over my head a minute ago. One came over here and flew around and came back out. I was like, what the fuck? I was walking out there, so them birds, boy, they tell a tale. And if they live out here, and like I said, I have crows, a strange bird video. Now, that was at Burbank Hospital last winter, and there was at least maybe at least 2,000 birds there. Swarming in the hospital. What is at a hospital? Many deaths. People die there, unfortunately. And they were over there swarming through the trees and out front of the hospital, the hill where everybody used to slide. It's like there had to have been at least like 2,000 birds there that day. Fucking wow. I got that video, and I've been at that hospital due to my son going there for therapy, and I haven't seen that many birds. And Andrew's seen it, and he hasn't seen many birds. Here's another shout out to you, Andrew. I haven't seen them crows at that hospital since that time. And I did see an ambulance that day parked up in the side of it. So someone died, and they just got a whiff of it. That's the thing with these crows and ravens. They get a whiff of death. Boom. They're there. Whatever it may be. And if the ground is moist, like today, and that death is buried there, oh man, that shit comes out, seeps out. So, now as it's out there, there's a mushy grass. But, let's see what this comes up, because I gotta go look into the Historical Society or try and get something to tell me this one. I need to find out now. On a mission. I'll be on a mission for the rest of my life. It's gonna keep me busy. Something new hobby I like to do. History and ghost. Indians. And if this was a fucking Indian burial ground, boy, ooh yeah, you better watch out. Fucking Indians might be pissed taking their stones. No, they didn't bury with stones, sorry. Indians didn't bury with stones. I got that fucked up. Indians, think they sat their people on sticks. Yeah, they sat their people. I read that in A Great Power Hour. They sat their people on sticks. I don't know why they sat them up. But it took all that time just to make a line hole in a friggin' deep hole. But, and I think they might have put rocks on top of it. But, yeah, they never used headstones. But still, to friggin' take down a graveyard. Or maybe it even was an Indian place, but you never know. Could have been an Indian place, because they do have Indian burial grounds. So, I mean, the stones could have been on top of it. Never know. Because, like I said, the picture that's up there is like a fucking stone standing up on, and then you see a little rock wall on the side that leads to the right, but, well, I don't even think that's the right picture. It ain't accurate. It does look like the stone's out there, but that ain't it either, because that one tall stone is not there in the picture that shows Alpine Cemetery, so that's why I'm debating, and maybe it might be a fake or something website. Because it even got a phone number, and there ain't no fucking phone number to the friggin' cemetery. It ain't even. And then it says that there's it connects with the Laurel Street, or not Laurel Street, Forest Hill Cemetery. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely going to find out this, though. There's a whole, like I said, there's a whole bunch of shit on the internet that just popped up now. But, who knows? We'll figure it out. Till next video, YouTube Nation. Got more to come. More to come. Andrew, take care, brother. I'll see you on the blind side. Out.